Good evening and welcome to the Financial Report. Asian markets were mostly higher on Friday. The Shanghai Composite Index advanced 0.7%. The Kospi surged at the open and then wavered, eventually rocketing up 17.9%, its largest single-day gain ever. Despite this big jump Friday, the Kospi remains well above the peak of over 9,000 that it hit in June. It has shed more than 17% in the previous 3 days as investors dumped technology stocks in part over worries about an AI bubble and rising competition from chip-making and AI rivals in China. Tokyo's Nikkei 225 climbed 4%. Meanwhile, the Bank of Japan kept interest rates steady. Daniel Rao tells us more.
At the two-day policy meeting that ended on Friday, the Bank of Japan kept short-term interest rates steady at 1% in a widely expected move after a hike to the 31-year high level just last month. The central bank said there is a risk underlying inflation could deviate above its 2% target as medium and long-term inflation expectations continue to rise and firms become more active towards raising prices and wages. It said it must pay due attention to keep such a risk from materializing and exerting an adverse impact on the economy. The central bank also highlighted inflationary pressures from robust global AI demand and said concern over the economic hit from the Middle East conflict was receding, underscoring its focus on inflation risks that could warrant higher rates. The BOJ's decision and its hawkish statement pushed up the 2-year Japanese government bond yield, but did little to prop up the yen. The BOJ's decision came after Japan conducted yen buying, dollar selling market intervention in New York markets on Thursday, a move that failed to give the yen a sustained boost. The slow pace of rate hikes has been blamed for pushing the yen to a 40-year low, leading to rising import costs that hurt households and retailers. Tokyo's top currency diplomat Atsushi Mura on Friday declined to comment on intervention but hinted at U.S. involvement in the effort to stem the yen's decline, including so-called rate checks by the Federal Reserve. He said Japan was communicating closely with South Korea, which also announced dollar-selling intervention on Thursday. Daniel TV News.
The Hang Seng Index closed up 25 points to 25,884. Rallying in tandem was the Hang Seng Tech Gauge, which is up 25 points as well to 4,829. To the Timeless Actives. Topping the chart, CSOP index tracking 2 times the daily performance of SK Hynix closed up over 67% or 17 points to 42.52 as the chip rally erases days of losses. Alibaba and Tencent both reached their 5-day high at $117 and $475.20. ZAI up just shy of 15% to $987. Xiaomi eased $2.26 or 7% to $28.78. ZJ Inlight catapulted to its record high at $1,028 after streaking ahead by $68 or 77%. European markets, UK FTSE up 0.13% while the French CAC is up 0.78%. German DAX, meanwhile, up 0.34%. And that's the Financial Report. Thank you for watching.